What's up, everyone? It's TV, and I'm back in Roblox, but we're not actually going to be doing any Roblox gameplay today. No, we're going to be doing a Q&A with my Discord server. So I gave my Discord basically an opportunity to ask me whatever they'd like, minus some personal questions, because, you know, obviously if it's personal, I'm not going to be answering, including what my social security number is, my credit card, all that kind of fun stuff. That's personal. But no, they could ask other things, so I'll be talking about that now. If you're new to the channel, I typically post like YouTube how-to videos here, so be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell, because I don't post on this channel that often, but when I do, it's usually about YouTube tips and such. So if you're an aspiring YouTuber or you just want to see some random troll videos with my Discord, this is the place for you. So let's dive straight into these questions and answers. So the first question I have is, will mod apps ever return? And I have to say, we changed mod apps. We don't do mod apps anymore for the server. How we do it is we have YouTube, not YouTube, but Discord helpers. And so what you do is you go on my Discord and you opt in. There's a little role that you can tick and react to, and if you opt in, you have a chance to be a helper. But ultimately, to be a mod, usually just, you know, showing that you're super helpful around the community, that's a good step. Second question is, what do I enjoy more, Islands or Bedwars? So there's a lot more games that I play than Islands and Bedwars, but because my main channel is Islands and Bedwars content, I get this question like almost every other day and definitely at least 5 times every single time I stream. So I would say I like Islands more because there's a lot more depth than Bedwars, and Bedwars does these, I don't know, some things about Bedwars kind of trigger me, but and the devs know that. I'm very vocal with the devs. So, you know, Islands, just a little bit more calm, a little bit more chill. There's also a lot of toxicity in the Bedwars community, so it's really easy for me to say Islands because it's a lot less toxic. So right here, DV August asks, what app do you use to edit? So I use Premiere, Premiere Pro or Premiere CC or whatever the Adobe Premiere latest is on the cloud. How long have I been playing Roblox? I've been playing since 2017, so as of this video, it's been over 4 years. Is the server ever going to get another tournament? So Draconium here is asking if we're ever going to do another Bedwars tournament. Yeah, absolutely. We're just kind of tired from the last one, so we need a little break. What is your favorite fruit? I would say dragon fruit's one of my favorites. Will you ever let fans build you a new island? 100%. I have some plans for that too, coming up pretty soon. Gun asks, if you did not choose to do game development and YouTube as a job, what job would you have chosen? Feel free to... Okay. That's a good question. You know, I probably would have gotten into law enforcement at one point. I really wanted to, but the other thing is maybe an artist, like a comic book artist. I don't know. You know, I'm kind of doing what I want to do, so... But I would say probably one of those or something with computers. Will you ever make your own game with the help from your mods? I don't think so from the help of my mods, other than maybe my mods could help moderate the game. But yeah, we're making all kinds of games over here. I make games for a living, but as far as my own personal, like a Roblox game, we're working on a couple games, 100%. Musical taste and favorite band / artist. Oof. So I like a lot of dance and techno. I'm a little bit more of like that, you know, dance music. So anything that's going to wake me up. Alan Walker type artists are good. I have a lot of different favorites though. Too many to list here. Did you ever have other aliases before you decided to go with DV? No, actually DV's been my alias from the start. I've had alts and stuff, so I have multiple like aliases for alts that I typically go with for multiple games, but DV or Dark Viper was always the name I had. I shortened it recently to Dark, or just a DV from Dark Viper. Not really recent. It's been well over a year now, but I had a issue where Dark Viper AU, who's a GTA content creator, you know, as I was growing and my channel was blowing up and his channel was blowing up, there was a lot of confusion around who Dark Viper was, especially with 2 content creators kind of growing. Imagine if there were 2 ninjas. It gets really confusing, right? If you know who Ninja is. So in this case, I decided to just go with the shorter version and let him have the Dark Viper name, even though I had it before he did. You know, he knows that, he admits it. We had a whole like ordeal about this and he agreed that I had it first. I wanted the DV. I like DV because DV8 is kind of like, if you're familiar with like Overwatch, there's a character in there that has a similar name. So I really like that name. So I just went ahead and shortened it to DV. What game do you like more, Islands or Bedwars? We already covered that. What was the first Roblox game I ever played? I think it was like Bubblegum Sim, or it was like Ice Cream Simulator or something like that. And then later on I played Bee Swarm Simulator. I also played Zombie Rush a lot. Not sure what the first game was, but I played a lot of those randoms, including some strange obbies. Why do you think your channel exploded in views over the past year? Over the past year, so you're saying from like probably, when was this posted? November to November, because I've had my channel longer and it kind of blew up before that. But I would say because of Bedwars, you know, it helps that the devs released a new game that I was already playing, and it does help that we had a lot of new players come in. What font do I use for Islands and Islands thumbnails? I use I forgot what it's called, Bow something. You know, it's slipping my mind, but it's a free Google font. The best site to use, by the way, if you're trying to figure out what font someone uses, you can take a screenshot of it or take the image and then upload it to a site called What the Font. It's just whatthefont. I think it's like fonts.com or something like that. It's like What the Font, and then you can upload upload the image and it'll detect which font is being used. What games do you play other than Roblox? Other than Roblox, I do Minecraft sometimes. I've played a lot of stuff off of Roblox though, like Call of Duty and Division and such. I like first-person shooters. Also like World of Tanks style. In fact, I'm going to be reinstalling World of Tanks and World of Warships pretty soon, so you'll probably see a little bit of that, maybe some Call of Duty here and there. What got you into Roblox and when did you start playing? So I started playing in 2017, and my son was playing Roblox, but not only because of him, so he got into it after I was thinking about looking into it, but he was just a little baby, so he didn't really know much about it, but I would hop in there, and he barely even knew how to use a keyboard and mouse. He didn't actually know at all, and so I started playing Roblox, but then I discovered a friend of mine worked at Roblox, and so me being a game developer wanted to make Roblox games, and that my kid could play growing up, and so I got hooked on Roblox personally as well. So when he wasn't playing Roblox, I was still playing Roblox for hours. So I was playing Roblox for hours. So I think beyond the game development side of Roblox, because I was very interested in that, a friend of mine that I used to mountain bike a lot with, he said that his kid was getting into Roblox, and this was like way back. I think this was 2015. His son was learning how to code in Roblox, and I looked at Roblox back then, and it looked really bad. So I don't know. It progressed so much, and it's just really fun. So I don't know. It's kind of a typical thing where your kid starts playing Roblox and you start playing too. Do you use a dishwasher to clean dishes or clean the dishes manually? That's a weird question. Obviously, I use a dishwasher. You wash my dishes. DV, do you like Snoopy or bacon better? Bacon. Do you play sports? No, I don't play any sports. Was the name DV Plays inspired by someone or something? No, all me. Will you make a podcast for your DV Talks channel? Probably not. If I did anything, it would be just like what I'm doing now. Do you watch anime? Not really. If I do watch anime, it's kind of rare. It's kind of a rare occasion, similar to eating sushi would be a rare occasion. But it's just kind of not typical for me to do. But I have watched like Attack on Titan. I've watched Death Note, My Hero Academia, and I like, honestly, I like more of the mech stuff. So I might be getting into a couple of those pretty soon again. Been a while, but I like the mechs, anything like mech related. I used to watch that all the time growing up. Pineapple on pizza. Okay, so pineapple on pizza does not belong on pizza unless it has jalapenos and pepperonis with the pineapple it counterbalances the pineapple. Believe it or not, it sounds disgusting until someone ordered it for me, and it came to my door, and I was like, this looks disgusting, and then I tried it, and it was one of the greatest things I had tasted, because I didn't want to be rude, and it was super good. Definitely worth it. It's still like a little weird. I still pick off the pineapple, but a little bit of the pineapple with it is still pretty good. Like if it's tiny pieces, but the chunks, no, I'm not into that. How do I make my videos? I record them on Roblox using OBS, and then I edit them in Premiere. I put some music in, but if you check out the other videos on this channel in particular, it shows all the processes. It shows me editing as well, but it shows me recording, editing, and making thumbnails and all that kind of stuff. What's your favorite color besides red and black? I would say blue. I like blue a lot. What's your #1 game of all times? Quake, for sure. Quake is a great game. DV, do you like first-person shooter games? Yes, I love shooters. I love shooters. Who's your favorite YouTuber except for yourself? I like Chandler's Wildlife. He has nothing to do with games. If you're asking for a games YouTuber, I don't know. I don't really have a games YouTuber favorite. I mean, maybe Jesse. If I want to watch someone just be really goofy and cheer me up, I would definitely watch Jesse. Who is your most favorite islands builder and why? I really like Mac. I think she does a great job. I think she's super creative. Whenever I see her builds, I'm just like, Lord. I would say, and I think it's because she makes so many builds too. There's a lot of talented builders out there, but typically speaking, they don't do that many builds as frequent as her, but she's constantly knocking them out, and she does a great job. So multiple reasons. One is creativity. Two is she's constantly building. Favorite island shopkeeper? Oof. Honestly, Sickalicious was an excellent shopkeeper. I would say Frank was one of the best ones. Frank City, if you remember, Frank had like one of the best shops ever, and then he redesigned it, and then it got really laggy, and then he kind of quit. So I think it was around the time duping got, like, everything got wiped too and reset. So he was really good. I really liked his shop. Do you play any Supercell games? I used to play Clash Royale and Clash of Clans. Who's the biggest troll? Brian from the Highlands team. What's the best kit for PvP on Bedwars? Best kit for PvP. Barbarian right now with the Rage Blade. Is a common I'm gonna stop getting recommended by the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, sometimes. It depends. It depends. It's pretty common. Favorite childhood game that you loved and played while growing up? I'd say like Mario Brothers, like Super Mario Brothers stuff. If you could meet any celebrity, alive or dead, I wouldn't want to meet any dead celebrities, but I know what you meant. Who would you meet? Gosh, that's a good question. Ryan Reynolds, probably right now, because Ryan Reynolds is hilarious, and I could tell he'd be a total jokester. Maybe Anthony Hopkins, just because he seems like a really nice old guy. Do you think it's toxic if someone says easy at the end of a... Yeah, of course, 100%. If you could make a game on Roblox, what type would it be? I'm making a game on Roblox right now. It's kind of a combination between like a Creatures of Scenaria and like a Mount Everest style game. It's just one of the mini games I would want to make. Definitely want to make a game kind of like a warship style game, like World of Warships, or even a tank game. Tank game would be fun. Any war games, I love war games. So typically modern military or even World War II style gameplay I'm really into, but not into the role play kind of stuff. I want like legit really good controls and battles. If you had to rename every kit in Bedwars, what would you rename them? That's going to take too long to do. I might do a video on that. That'd be funny. Will you quit Islands if the dev stops updating? 100% I would. I think there's only so much. I've been playing the game for over a year now. If the devs stopped updating it, there's not much more I could do other than keep making builds. And honestly, if the devs stopped updating it, no one's going to really care much about making builds. Unlike Minecraft, where if the devs stopped updating Minecraft, it could live on because it has such a massive audience. But Islands really needs those updates to keep the game going. So it's not just because of content. Like I can keep coming up with content, but if they stop updating, then the game's going to die. Any advice to starting creators? I made a bunch of videos for that. I have a whole series on that on this channel, so definitely check those out. Why did you start doing YouTube, and how much time do you spend editing, filming videos per day? I spend about 6 hours per day minimum on YouTube, videos, filming, editing, all that kind of stuff. Typically speaking, if I record a 2-hour video, I'm going to be spending well over an hour editing it, because after I cut it down, then, you know, obviously I got to listen to the entire thing. So if I can get it down to like 30, 40, 50 minutes, then I've got to edit and listen, and then I got to preview it once it's down to 10 minutes. So it takes a really long time to edit. But I spend quite a bit of time every day, about 6 to... Sometimes I've had days where I would pull an 18-hour shift making videos, so it depends. Can money buy you happiness? 100%. I believe in this. I know a lot of people say it can't. I think it can temporarily, and you have to realize a lot of depression is caused by lack of money, and it creates a lot of undue stress. So without money, you can even end up having a lot of life problems. I don't think it can, you know, buy you long-term happiness. What happens is when you have money, then you become unhappy again. So you have to, you know, understand it's not like an end all, but it can definitely give you temporary happiness, at least for the time being, and relieve you from that stress. The problem is people get so complacent and ungrateful for what they have that can happen to you. If Islands or Bedwars dies and you want to start moving on, what game will you make content on? Honestly, if Bedwars and Islands dies, hopefully by then a new game will have come out that I can make content on. I don't think the devs would be okay with Islands and Bedwars dying at the same time. In that case, they'd probably have a third game out if these died. I would hope that I would continue to be able to make, you know, videos on their games. The nice thing though is you have to remember, I have a second channel that I post on regularly. Besides this one, I have DV Plays 2, and I post videos constantly on that. So there's plenty of games over there I can dedicate time to and grow on for sure. Like Pet Sim X has like 200,000 players, you know, it's not dead, but I would much rather make videos on these two games. How do you get the dedication to make videos every day? When you are responsible for making content, you just make it a part of your everyday being. It's not really an option. It's fun too. I really like making videos. You spend lots of Robux. Do you make money back off of it? Sometimes, not all the time. So if I spend a ton of Robux on a game and a video, sometimes if that video blows up, I can make it back. Not guaranteed. What clicking method do you use? I just click normally. I don't really use any, I just left click. I don't remember what the grip is, but it's a normal mouse grip, how majority of humans do it. Nothing, no claw method, no butterfly, none of that. Do you save Robux and use it in other games or convert them? Yeah, I never cash out. I would never convert it to DevX. I think that's a waste. Unless I had my own game, but even then, I probably would just spend the proceeds. Have you ever thought about what you will do if YouTube doesn't work out? I have a game business, so I'm not worried about it. If YouTube doesn't work out, which I don't think it could ever not work out because I do it for fun, then I can always just full-time making games if I decide to quit YouTube, but I don't have any plans of that. Have you ever tried Indian food? Yes, I like chicken masala and chicken vindaloo. Have you ever visited a foreign country? Yeah, I've visited Japan, so I went to Tokyo. I've visited Italy too, Canada, and that's about it, I think. I think I've only been to 2 different countries. I'm hoping to visit some more though, like Norway and stuff. Is Season 2 Battle Pass worth it? I don't think so. I think Battle Pass 1 was, but not 2. What made you want to play Islands? I was recommended to play it during my live stream on Twitch a while back. I didn't really like it at first, and then I kind of got hooked once I understood how the game game worked, and I kept playing it because it was fun. It's cool, and then I like the mechanics. It has everything that I wanted. Dragon YouTube is a friend of mine, real life friend of mine. DV, what do you do after you upload a video? Do you spend time with family, or I don't go to sleep typically unless I'm really, really tired. Typically what I want to do is I'll kind of check on Discord, or I'll jump off and maybe watch some shows on TV and have dinner and stuff. Usually it's because I've skipped my meals and I need to eat. Do I miss Old Island, Prissy? Yes, I do miss Old Island. I miss the old lighting, the simplicity of it. I think they made everything really laggy to make it look better because they thought everyone wanted it to look better. And I think it's gotten laggier and laggier. And they even increased the block count a bunch. I didn't think that was really needed. That wasn't something that I wanted. But there's also a lot of things that they've done great with the game that I can't really complain about. I have to say they've really done a lot. But I do miss some aspects of the old islands, especially like the way the servers are hooked up now. I don't really like the whole you have to join codes to join people anymore. I miss the old server browser. Like you could go to the player list and see everyone and where they're at and stuff. Yeah, I like SpongeBob. Lettuce or cabbage? I would say lettuce. Antonio, what does DB get if you use a star code? I get I think it's like 5% or something like that of what you spend. And by the way, use star code DV. Laundry Machine asks, what is the story behind your name? I just explained that a little bit earlier. I think. Oh no, I didn't. So I came up with the name Dark Viper because I like the animal. Vipers are cool. They're kind of mean. And then the word dark is just something that is kind of like I was into comics at the time, so I kind of combined the two and just made my own name. I've ever met YouTubers in real life. Yeah, I've met like Jackeries, Mousy, a handful of people that are YouTubers. Pandora. Has anyone recognized you in public? No. I mean, mostly game industry people. What is your biggest fear? I don't really know. I don't really know. What is your goal on this YouTube channel? I don't really have a goal other than keeping up with it, I guess. It'd be cool to get 1 million subs though. That'd be really fun. What will you do when you get to 500k subs or 1 million subs? I mean, I like to give. I think everyone knows that I like to give. I'm much like similar heart to Mr. Beast. And that's why I do so many contests and stuff. I like to give back, and I don't really care about money. As long as I can, take care of my family and have food on the table, I don't really need it. I think it's temporary, so I like to give to others, but it is what it is. I don't really have like a need for it. So, I'd probably give away a bunch of it as part of reaching this, because typically when you reach 500,000 subs or 1 million subs, you're doing pretty good ad revenue wise. So I'd probably do a bunch of events. When will you do another hardcore series or a noob to pro? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure on that one. I've done so many of them. The last one was pretty painful, so we'll see. What are some of the toughest obstacles you have faced, and what keeps you motivated to overcome those obstacles? I like a challenge. So most obstacles, it depends on what's the other side, if it's worth what I'm really chasing, and if I've got my heart set on chasing it. So for example, if I really wanted 1 million subs, which I think that's kind of not necessary for me, but if I really, really, for any weird reason, really cared, I would do anything and everything to make that happen, nonstop. So yeah, but I don't really care about that. So, but other obstacles I've faced in life, like with my business and stuff, it gets hard. Things happen and you just have to kind of overcome them. And what you do is you look at every possible solution and you keep digging and digging and digging, and you'll eventually figure it out. Have you ever had depression, anxiety, or anything like that? 100%. I think most people do. I think most people suffer this is, some form of it or another. And it could be chemical related. It could be a number of, things. Do you have any phobias if they are? So, the question up here, what is your greatest fear? I don't really have like a biggest fear, but I definitely do. I don't like spiders. I like snakes. I don't like spiders. How's your son? He's doing awesome. I hope they're okay. Yep, he's doing great. And he's starting up his YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe to Blue-Eyed Zombie on YouTube, because he's starting to do a lot of his videos and he edits it 100%. I taught him how to edit. I taught him how to write descriptions. I mean, he learned how to do his own videos, so he's awesome with that. How long does it take you to record videos and edit them? I covered that already. Is water wet? I think it makes things wet. I don't think it's wet. Question, is Bedwars ruined? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's, there's a couple of balance issues, but I don't think it's ruined. How did you get to know Elf? He just joined some of my games on streams and stuff, and I got to know him. When Hypixel Skyblock vid? I'll be making that pretty soon. What was the reasoning from switching from YouTube or Twitch to YouTube? So I didn't really like streaming. I thought it was just exhausting, and you would go and stream and then you wouldn't really see any growth from it. It's basically you have to stream and stream. And YouTube had so much more growth, and so I decided just to switch over to YouTube. Plus, it's nice to be able to see your videos and have more of like a packaged experience versus a long drawn out stream. What has been your favorite thing about Roblox overall? I love the fact that you can join friends so easy, and you can load and try out new games so easily without having to install games and stuff. I don't really like having to install games and having to create new accounts and such. It's kind of a pain. Do you send your merch to the Netherlands? I don't think my merch store does do Netherlands. I think I don't know that they go to Europe, but you can check out dvplays.clothing and see if they ship to you. Are you going to make a video on anything other than Roblox, like Minecraft? I do Minecraft every now and then. And core. When will you switch from Roblox? I don't really have any plans right now. As long as Roblox Roblox keeps progressing. Same question here. What are your top 3 favorite things about Roblox Bedwars? Top 3 favorite things. I like that the matchmaking is fast. Number 1. I like that it's block related, so it kind of reminds me of Islands. That'd be 2. And I would say I like the arrows. I like the bow and arrow system if they can fix it. Are you still doing some stuff in Roblox Studio making games? Yep, we're still doing stuff. I just use some other accounts to do it. Are you and Dream the same person? No, I'm not. Can you do a collab with other YouTubers in Bedwars? Yeah, I do them every now and then. I just did one with Squid Magic, and I did some with Philanthric. I've done some with Pharaohs. I usually do one every week or so. Bananas or cats, you can have both. Will you be making more videos on other games other than Roblox? I think I already covered that. But no, on my second channel, no current plans for that. I think I'll stick with Roblox. Do you think that you might be invited in RB Battles? Any chance you might do a vlog channel? DV Talks is my vlog channel, but it's not really like a video face log or anything like that. Do you think that you might get invited to RB Battles though? I don't know. I was invited by the RB Battles team to do the Squid event. If you didn't see that, they already posted it on their main RB Battles YouTube channel, and I'm in that. I was in their Squid Games tournament, and hopefully we'll be able to join them in something like that in the future again. I don't think I'm, who knows, if they invite me, I'll definitely join, but I don't think there's so many different video stars that they could choose from. There's like over 500, so who knows. What's your favorite ship? Oh geez, inside of warships, I like the I think it's the Victorious, but I don't know real battleships and such. DV, how do you deal with stress from playing virtual Lego game made for kids? I don't really deal with it. I guess I just learned to cope. What type of music do you like to listen to? I covered that one already. So dance music. Are you a mod? No, I don't work for EasyGG. I help them a lot, so for free. So I'm always talking to the devs, and I just give them design ideas. I help test every now and then. But no, I'm not staff. Setup reveal. Oh yeah, I will do that. Don't worry, I will do that. Can you troll your Discord server again? I definitely will. Where do you get all your video ideas from, or how do you plan them? So I pretty much stare at the wall for like an hour, and then I come up with them. Legit, I'm not lying. I will literally sit there, and I stress out a little bit because I'm trying to come up with ideas, and it's a lot of work to come up with ideas. And a lot of YouTubers that are maybe growing and starting out do the wrong thing, and they go out to other channels to get ideas from them. And I don't think that's the way to go. I mean, you could technically go to Fortnite videos and go a little further from Roblox and kind of get ideas that way. And I have done that a little bit with Minecraft. But for the most part, most of those ideas are just like only really good for the game that they're made for. So I don't know. I just come up with my own stuff. That's why sometimes you see random videos from me. If the EasyGG devs held you hostage, what is going to be your first reaction? Panic. Can you play with your BWCT squad? My clan squad, yeah, I do. I play with them often. How do you get good at Roblox Bedwars, and do you have any tips for us? I just constantly play. I don't really have, just practice. What is the best way to grow a channel after 100 subs? I have an entire series on that. Definitely check it out on this channel. Will you do a how to counter kits video? Yeah, that's a great idea, bub. I will definitely consider that. That's a great idea. How do you manage your time with filming, family time, and going out? First of all, I rarely go out. Thanks to the fact that this virus went around for a while, pandemic, I didn't really have the need to go out because, I just order delivery, and, I was too busy really anyway with all this filming and stuff. So family time is really just in between. It's hard. Sometimes I force it and just take, some time away from videos and stuff. Sometimes you'll see videos really late when they start going to bed. Just depends. Bedwars song win. I don't know. We'll see, Noctis. Where did you get the name? I already talked about that. Can you make shoes for your merch store? That would probably be too hard for my merch store company because shoes are kind of subjective. I don't know. I don't know that merch companies usually do shoes. Maybe some flip-flops or something would be cool. What keeps you motivated to keep on making videos? I think, seeing people watching them and viewing and commenting really keeps me motivated. Knowing that people are watching my videos, like, how can you not? Like, when people are watching videos and liking it, and, people are still subscribing to me, they're, it's motivating. It's really motivating. What do you think about Squid Game? I think Squid Game's crazy cool. Island Squid Game when? Soon. That's a good idea. When do you record? At night, daytime or nighttime? Typically nighttime, sometimes daytime. I've done some morning videos, and everyone freaks out when my voice sounds weird, because when I wake up, my voice is different than at night, because your voice is always going to be different when you first wake up. Everyone's voice is like that. What would you do if there's a sniper kit that has a scope? That'd be pretty cool. It's got to be accurate, but it'd be really fun. I like that idea. Do you play Pokemon Go? Yeah, sometimes. I just started it back up, in fact. What do you think about leak videos? I like leak videos if they're approved by the devs. Otherwise, and some people don't don't like them because it spoils the game. Which do you prefer, a sniper or assault rifle? I'm always down for a sniper over assault. Which game do you like best? I covered that, I think, already. Pet Sim's fun. It's just AFK. So I would say Bedwars is highly active. Islands is kind of in between, and then Pet Sim is pretty much inactive, AFK. What games did you play when you first joined Roblox? I think I covered that one already with the games I was playing. What other games do I play? Not much right now. I play some like random mobile games right now, but not much. Maybe Pet Sim X, sometimes Pet Fighters, depends. Arsenal. Can you make more Pet Sim X videos? Yeah, I still do. They need to update though. What type of shows do you watch and are you watching currently? I'm watching Wheel of Time, Dexter. So mostly, I mean, it's kind of grown-up stuff. You know, it's not for kids. But those are the two series I'm technically grinding right now. I'm watching, binge watching, and I like a lot of fantasy movies. I don't really like real world stuff too much because just, I don't know, it's okay. If you could have any other job, what would it be? I kind of covered that already, I think. Do you have any cool talents or stuff you're really good at besides YouTube? Oh, thanks for saying I'm really good at YouTube. I like mountain biking. I like making games, so I'm good at Photoshop, UI. I'm good at code, you know, particular UI, front end kind of stuff. And then server side, anything server side, APIs, I'm pretty good at. And I have fun doing it. Why just mainly Roblox and Minecraft? Do you have other games? So I mainly do Roblox and Minecraft on the main channel, or my main two channels. And then I've got DV Plays Core, which is, you know, based on Unreal Engine. So I play those games sometimes. I find that these games have a more engaged audience to make content with than say like a Call of Duty. You know, I could do like, you know, how Dark Viper AU does GTA. That's a really solid community. They have, you know, a lot of UGC or content creators that create, you know, their own role playing and such, and they've got their own servers and such. So usually when there's a community that has UGC in a game, you can make content for. But I like Roblox because there's constantly new games we can. It's a platform, so it's like playing games on Steam. So you know, it's just easy. How do you feel right after finishing editing a video? Relieved, but then I got to upload. DV, what's the best way to get money in islands? What do you think? Do a shop and flip items, so you buy and sell items. My words per minute, I think they were like 120 last I checked. Do you follow or do any sports in your free time? So I follow baseball typically. I like baseball a lot. I also do a little bit of fantasy hockey. I've done fantasy football. I've done fantasy basketball, but I don't really watch them. I watch basketball though. Not basketball, baseball. I watch baseball. Hey DV, if you had a chance to add a new island to islands with a mob and feature, what would they be and why? A new mob and feature. I would probably do a new island dedicated to mining, similar to what Hypixel has with layers, and it would have multiple mobs based on the layer of mining. And maybe we'll see this one of these days. Who knows? I'm gonna recommend it to the devs, but it would be cool to have a new dungeon type system where you can, you know, progressively get better and better with what you mine. The problem with this is hackers. You know, they could just skip and hack it, so they would have to fix the hacking first. What games do you play for fun besides Roblox? You mentioned other games, COD, League of Legends. Yeah, pretty much all those. I was thinking about reinstalling League of Legends too. We'll see. But I like strategy and first person. What's your thoughts on weekly islands updates? I don't think it's necessary. I think they should be once a month or every, I would say 3 weeks would be a good cadence. I think making really good updates and versus trying to go weekly would be a good idea, because the problem is sometimes the weekly ones seem rushed or incomplete. But I don't know. That's really up to the devs. Am I toxic off camera? So I'm not toxic at all typically, but no, not at all. In real life, other than joking a lot, because I'm slightly a prankster, but not really that bad in real life. I'd say I'm more of a prankster online, but no, I'm too nice to people in real life. What do you think of hackers? I don't like hackers. Ever been to India? Nope, never been to India. Do you like baguettes? I don't think so. I think it's kind of a tough, isn't it like a tough bread, kind of like French bread? I don't know. If it's like sourdough, I don't really like it. I don't really know baguettes. Favorite person group to collab with during videos and off cam. So I like collabing with Jeff, not Jeff. We call him Jeff from now. I like collabing with Jesse. Oh my gosh, I called him Jeff. Jesse and Gravy Catman are probably my two favorites to collab with during videos, and yeah, off camera if they invited me into their videos. I've collabed with Gravy a couple times off camera, and not even for my own channel and stuff. I just jump in with him, but to help him with this. But yeah, I mean, Jesse is probably one of my favorites just because he cracks me up the entire time. Do you report bugs and glitches? I do. Suppose you are the creator of Roblox Islands, and then which things would you change to make the game stable? To make the game stable, I would immediately add a low quality option, and then I would immediately separate the islands inside the hub so that they require teleporting completely to new locations. So in order to be able to go to certain islands that have bosses in particular, you would have to teleport. I think the Underworld does this, but essentially you would just teleport to new areas of the map, and you would never load those extra islands in, just to eliminate and save some code, and also reduce the number of people in the same zone. Because right now the amount of crashing inside the hub is unreal, and it takes forever to load those hubs. So that'd probably be the one thing. And then I would also just go through and, like I said, a low quality option would fix, I think, 90%. I would turn off the night day cycle and make that optional visually for high quality only, because that also lags players. changed. And then they would just have a switch so it would suddenly turn night, you know, would be as progressive. Or I would, yeah, there's a bunch of things I would do, but I could go on and on about that, but that's not why you're here. So what is your favorite hobby? My favorite hobby, I like mountain biking. I think that, you know, I haven't done it in a while, but I like mountain biking a lot. What's your favorite Easy GG staff? Oof, that's a loaded question. I can't answer that one. Sorry. I can't. You know what? I'll say it's got to be Snicktrix because he's the man. And I met him first. I met Snicktrix first. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I hope these, I hope it was fun for you. Hopefully some of your questions were answered. If you want to be able to ask me questions in a future video like this one, don't forget to check out our Discord server, discord.gg/dvplays. Thanks again, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.